Alright, Blades faithful, we've got 3 massive stories that can define the rest of our season, and trust me, you need to hear all of them. Before we dive in, if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button right now. Join thousands of fellow Blades who get the latest United news first. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you're already part of the family cheers, let's get into it. Today's update is packed. We're talking injury concerns ahead of the Steel City Derby, big decisions on loan players that could shape our January window, and a potential transfer target who might just slip through our fingers. 3 stories, 1 critical moment in our season. Let's break it down. Confirmed, the key players' fitness in doubt, but there's good news for the Derby. Right, let's set the scene. We've just come off a 0-0 draw against QPR at Bramall Lane. Not the result we wanted, but we're grinding through. Currently sat in the relegation zone with 10 points from 10 games under Wilder's return. Not pretty, is it? But here's the thing, we've got the Steel City Derby coming up after the international break. Wednesday at Hillsborough. Massive game. Winner takes bragging rights, and we desperately need those 3 points. But during that QPR match, we had a proper scare. Ben Mee, our veteran center back, went down injured. The lad's been absolutely crucial for us this season. At 36 years old, he's still putting in the shifts week after week. His fitness record since joining from Burnley has been impressive, especially with how many games we've been playing. But on Saturday, he took a nasty challenge on the touchline near the south stand, went down, looked in pain, and didn't come back out for the second half. Mark McGuinness came on to replace him. Now, Mee's got that experience we need. Former Brentford and Burnley defender, knows the championship inside out. When you're fighting relegation, players like him are gold dust. So seeing him limp off, panic stations for a lot of supporters. Twitter was going mad. Everyone thinking the same thing, is he going to miss the Derby? Here's where it gets interesting. Chris Wilder's come out and given us the update we needed to hear. He admitted Mee was limping after the match, said he tried to make a tackle and ended up hurting his ankle. But then this is the crucial bit, Wilder's confident he'll be fine. His exact words, he's going to be okay. He's been brilliant for us, so he'll recover. Then he added the best part. The good thing is we've got 2 weeks to work with him. That international break we usually hate, suddenly it's our best mate. 2 weeks for me to get treatment, rest up, and be ready for Hillsborough. Wilder wouldn't say that unless he genuinely believed it. The gaffer knows how important this Derby is. He's not going to give false hope, and that's not all. Remember Michael Cooper? Our goalkeeper had to come off injured against Coventry last Tuesday night with a back problem. He actually played through it against QPR, which shows the character of the lad. Wilder confirmed Cooper wasn't 100% fit, but offered to play anyway. Proper mentality. Now, with 2 weeks to recover, Wilder says he'll definitely be ready for the Wednesday game. Cooper's been solid for us between the sticks, and knowing he'll be there gives the defense confidence. But wait, there's more good news coming out of Sheffield. Gus Hammers on his way back. The midfielder's been out with a knee ligament injury, but he's recovered and should be available for selection. Hammers' quality, we know what he can do on his day. Getting him back into the squad gives us options we've been missing. Tahith Chong and Oliver Arblaster might also be fit to play. Both have had knee problems of their own, but Wilder's indicated they could be in contention. Suddenly, our squad depth looks a bit healthier. When you're scrapping at the wrong end of the table, having bodies available is half the battle. Think about the tactical implications here. If we've got Mee fit, that's our defense sorted. Cooper in goal. Hammer potentially starting in midfield. Chong and Arblaster as options off the bench or even in the starting 11. We're going to need every single one of them at Hillsborough. Wednesday will be up for it. Their fans will be up for it. It's going to be hostile, loud, and brutal. But if we can get our key players on that pitch, we've got a fighting chance. Wilder summed it up perfectly when he said, there have been a few little fitness issues from the QPR game, but obviously we've got 2 weeks before our next match, and in that time we'll have Chong and Gus back. So when it comes to filling those gaps and finding quality players, we've got that definitely fit that profile. Quality players, that's what it comes down to. And having them available for a derby could be the difference between 3 points and nothing. We all know what this fixture means. It's not just about league position, it's about pride. It's about showing the city who's boss. And right now, with these injury concerns clearing up, we're in a better position than we were 48 hours ago. So here's my question for you lot watching this. Do Do you think Ben Mee should start at Hillsborough? Or would you give Mark McGuinness a chance from the beginning? Let me know in the comments below. Proper debate. That one. If you're enjoying this update, give the video a like. It helps the channel massively and it tells me you want more content like this. Right? Let's move on to story number 2, because it's a big one. Another blow. Sheffield United set to cancel loan deal 3 clubs circling. Now this one's going to divide opinion, but it's important we talk about it. Tyler Bindon. Remember him? 20-year-old center back on loan from Nottingham Forest. Came in under Ruben Sells, who brought him to Reading in January before immediately loaning him back there for the rest of last season. Sells clearly rated him, but here's the thing Chris Wilder doesn't. Football League World have exclusively revealed that Wilder plans to cancel Bindon's loan in January. Not just him, actually. Ben Godfrey and Louis Barry as well. 3 loan deals terminated. 3 spots opening up in the squad. That's a statement of intent from the gaffer. He's looking at this squad and thinking, this isn't working. We need changes. Big changes. Let's focus on Bindon specifically because his situation's interesting. He's a New Zealand international. Young, hungry, got potential. But in a season where we're fighting for our championship lives, potential isn't enough. We need players who can come in and perform immediately. Bindon's barely featured for us. When you're 22nd in the table, you can't afford passengers. Every squad place matters. Wilder's been brutally honest about our situation. He's talked repeatedly about making significant changes in January. Too many high-earning players who aren't delivering. We need a clear-out. Bindon's caught up in that. It's not necessarily a reflection on him as a player, it's just that he doesn't fit what Wilder needs right now. The gaffer wants experience. He wants players who've been in relegation battles and come out the other side. A 20-year-old on loan from a Premier League club, still learning his trade? That's not the profile. Now, here's where it gets interesting for Bindon personally. If United do cancel his loan in January, he won't be short of options. 3 clubs are reportedly interested in taking him on loan for the second half of the season. Let's break them down. First up, Blackburn Rovers. They've had an inconsistent start to the season, pushing for the playoffs but not quite clicking yet. Manager Valerian Ismail's been tinkering with his formation all season. Started with a back 4, now he's using 3 center backs more often. Problem is, they're absolutely desperate for defensive cover. Their only experienced center backs are Lewis Miller, Sean McLaughlin, Hayden Carter, and Scott Warden. And here's the kicker: injury problems have plagued all of them over the last few years. They've already spent time in the treatment room this season. Ismail can't rely on their fitness. If Blackburn stick with 3 at the back, Bindon could walk into that starting 11. He'd get regular football at a club fighting for promotion. That's a good shop window for a young defender trying to prove himself. Makes sense for everyone involved. Second option, Portsmouth. They finished 16th last season in their first year back in the championship. Credit where it's due. They've done well to establish themselves at this level under John Mousinho. Young manager, 39 years old, doing a solid job. Their defense has actually been one of their strengths this season. But Mousinho's also been rotating between a back 4 and a back 3. Sound familiar? Here's Portsmouth's problem. Depth. Connor Shaughnessy's been dealing with injuries. Ebane Bowitt and Hayden Matthews are young lads still adjusting to championship football. Josh Knight's their only other natural center back. If injuries and suspensions start piling up, Pompey could be in trouble. They might need to play converted fullbacks or midfielders at center back, and that's dangerous when you're trying to stay up. Bindon would give them another body. Another option, insurance against a crisis. Third option, and this one's different, Stockport County. They're flying in League Two right now. 3rd in the table. Came 3rd last season as well. So they're genuine promotion contenders again. Manager Dave Challoner's got them playing good football, but he's also using 3 at the back regularly. Their current center back options are Joseph Alau, Ethan Pye, Callum Connolly, Brad Hills, and young Christy Grogan, who might go out on loan himself in January. They've also got Arda Hoskinen, the Finnish international, but he's had nightmare injury problems. Barely played in 18 months. Can't count on him. Would Bindon drop down to League Two? Possibly. If he wants guaranteed first-team football week in, week out, Stockport could offer that. They're a club on the up. Good infrastructure. Ambitious. Playing in big matches with promotion on the line. That's valuable experience for a young defender. Better to play every week in League Two than sit on the bench in the championship. So where does this leave Sheffield United? Well, Canceling Bindon's loan frees up space, frees up wages, gives Wilder room to bring in someone who fits his system better, someone with championship experience, someone who can hit the ground running. We can't afford a settling-in period. Every game between now and the end of the season is a cup final. We need players who understand that. It's nothing personal against Bindon. The lad's young. He's got a future in the game. But right now, Sheffield United and Tyler Bindon aren't a good match. Sometimes that happens in football. The timing's wrong. The circumstances aren't right. Better to accept it and move on. And this isn't just about Bindon. Remember, Godfrey's loan will be canceled too. Louis Barry as well. That's 3 players out. Wilder will want 3 players in at minimum, experienced heads, proven championship performers, players who can drag us out of the relegation zone. January is going to be massive for us. Absolutely massive. The decisions we make in that window could determine whether we're playing championship football or League One football next season. That's the reality. Wilder knows it. The board knows it. And we as fans know it. So here's my question for you. Do you think canceling these loan deals is the right move? Or should Wilder give these lads more time to prove themselves? Comment below. I want to hear what you think. Are we being too hasty, or is this the ruthless approach we need? Don't forget to drop a like on the video if you're finding this useful. Let's keep this community engaged, right? On to story number 3, and this one's going to frustrate you. Transfer blow. Brighton star were chasing might choose elsewhere, and you can't blame him. This one stings a bit, not going to lie. Let me paint the picture. We're in the relegation zone. January's coming. We need reinforcements. Specifically, we need attacking quality, goals, creativity, players who can unlock defenses. And there's a lad out there right now who's tearing up League One. Amari Cozier-Dewberry. Remember that name? 20 years old, on loan at Bolton Wanderers from Brighton. And he's been absolutely sensational. 6 goals and 7 assists in 15 games. He's been directly involved in 13 of Bolton's 23 goals this season. That's outrageous output for a young winger. His recent form's been ridiculous last-minute winners against Leyton Orient, Cardiff, and Huddersfield. Goal and assist against Port Vale. Bolton are 3rd in League One largely because of him. Now here's the connection to Sheffield United. Back in September, we reportedly showed interest in bringing him in on loan. Our chief scout, Jamie Hoyland, went to watch him play against Wigan. Cozier-Dewberry scored and looked brilliant in a 4-1 win. We were keeping tabs. Makes sense, right? We need exactly what he offers: pace, direct running, end product. The kind of player who can change games. But here's the problem. We're not the only ones interested. Not even close. Cozier-Dewberry's performances have caught everyone's attention. Championship clubs fighting for promotion are circling. Teams pushing for the playoffs are watching. And if Brighton decide to recall him from Bolton in January, which they might, given how well he's playing, there's going to be a bidding war for his services. Think about it from his perspective. He flopped at Blackburn last season. 22 games, 1 goal. Didn't work out. Now he's finally found his feet at Bolton, playing with confidence, scoring goals, getting assists. He's an England under-20 international, Arsenal Academy product. He's got talent, but he needs to keep building momentum. So if Brighton recall him and multiple championship clubs come calling, where's he going to choose? Is he going to pick Sheffield United, a club in 22nd place, fighting relegation with a terrible recent record of developing lone players? Or is he going to pick a club in the top 6, fighting for promotion, where he can showcase his ability on a bigger stage and continue his development in a positive environment? Yeah, exactly. We're not the attractive option right now, are we? It's harsh but true. Our recent history with loan players is shocking. How many loanees have we brought in over the last few years who've actually succeeded? Not many. Players come to Bramall Lane, struggle, lose confidence, and end up going back to their parent clubs worse off than when they arrived. That's not a selling point. Compare that to someone like Louis Barry, who we're about to send back to Aston Villa. By the way, he tore up League One last season on loan at Stockport. Now he's doing it again. This time for us in terms of performance levels, before Wilder decided he doesn't fit. Young attacking players want to play, want to score goals, want to develop. If they've got multiple options, they're going to pick the club where they think they'll thrive. And let's be honest, from Brighton's perspective, would they really want to send one of their brightest young prospects to a club in a relegation battle? There's pressure there, expectation. If Cozy or Dewberry comes to Sheffield United and struggles, his confidence could take another hit. Brighton have to protect their asset. They'll want to send him somewhere that benefits both the player and the club long term. This is the reality of our situation right now. We're desperate for attacking reinforcements, but we're not in a position to be picky. We've got to compete with clubs who are in much better shape than us. Clubs with momentum. Clubs playing good football. Clubs that young players actually want to join. Here's another factor. Fabian Hürzeler, Brighton's manager, might decide to keep Cozy or Dewberry at the Amex for the second half of the season. Use him in cup competitions. Give him minutes in the Premier League when games are already won or lost. Prove to the doubters that his lone spell at Blackburn was a one-off, not a true reflection of his ability. If Brighton make that call, we're out of the picture entirely. So where does this leave us? Probably looking at other targets. Plan B, Plan C, Plan D. We need to be realistic about the level of player we can attract in January given our league position. Young, hungry lads from League One or League Two. Experienced championship journeymen who've been in relegation fights before. Players on the fringes at Premier League clubs who need a chance to prove themselves. That's our market. It's frustrating because Cozy or Dewberry is exactly the profile of player we need. Young, dynamic, productive. But football doesn't care about what you need. It cares about what you can offer. And right now, Sheffield United can't offer much to an ambitious young player except stress, pressure, and the possibility of League One football next season. Wilder's got to work miracles in January. Find players nobody else is looking at. Convince them to buy into his vision. Persuade them that we can turn this season around. It's a massive ask, but if anyone can do it, it's Wilder. He's done it before. He built teams from nothing in Oxford, Northampton, and with us previously. He knows how to identify the right characters, the right mentality. But Cozy or Dewberry, unless something dramatic changes in the next few weeks, unless we suddenly go on a 10-game winning streak and shoot up the table, I think we can forget about him. He'll go somewhere else, somewhere better, and we'll have to accept it and move on. So here's my question for you. If you were Amari Cozy or Dewberry, would you come to Sheffield United right now? Or would you choose a club higher up the table? Be honest. Drop your answer in the comments. And if you think there's any way we can still persuade him to join us, let me know how. I'm genuinely curious what you lot think. Hit that like button if you want more transfer content. We're going to be covering the January window extensively, so make sure you're subscribed and notifications are on, right? Let's wrap this up. So there we have it. 3 stories, 3 different challenges facing Sheffield United right now. First, the good news: Ben Mee and Michael Cooper should be fit for the Steel City Derby. Gus Hammer's back. Chong and Arblaster might be available. We're heading into that massive game at Hillsborough in better shape than we thought 48 hours ago. That's crucial. Win that derby, and suddenly we've got momentum. Lose it, and the pressure cranks up another level. Second, the clear-out continues. Tyler Benden's loan is getting cancelled in January, along with Godfrey and Barry. Wilder's making space for new rivals. He's being ruthless. Some might say ruthless, but when you're in 22nd place, you can't afford to be sentimental. You need players who can contribute immediately. Benden will find another club. Blackburn, Portsmouth, or Stockport all make sense. But for us, it's about finding better options. Third, the reality check. Amari Cozy or Dewberry would be perfect for us, but we're probably going to miss out. Other clubs are ahead of us in the queue. We're not the attractive proposition we once were. That's the consequence of where we are in the table. We've got to rebuild our reputation, and that starts with results on the pitch. January is going to define our season. The decisions we make, the players we bring in, the ones we let go. It's all connected. Wilder knows what he's doing. He's rebuilt this club before. But he needs backing. He needs the right players. And we as fans need to stay behind the team, even when it's difficult. Before you go, make sure you've subscribed to the channel. We're going to be covering every twist and turn between now and January and beyond. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upgrades. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful, and most importantly, get involved in the comments. Tell me what you think about these stories. Debate with other Blades fans. That's what this community is all about. Share this video with your United supporting mates. Get them subscribed as well. The bigger this channel grows, the better content I can create for you lot. Come on, you Blades. We've been through worse than this before, and we've always come out fighting. This season's going to test us, no doubt about it. But we stick together, we back the boys, and we believe that Chris Wilder can turn this around. I'll see you in the next video. Up the blades.